One thing that's always like tickled my brain is the different reasons of why people use drugs. Like it's something that I'm very curious about because the certain people you're around, well, of course you have things that are very similar, and most of my friends that I've met, one of the common norms was using weed, for example. So weed is something where I understand it. Why? Because it's something that I've also been through in my life, like with using cannabis or whatever the case may be. And I've understood for weed, it has different effects on the users and stuff like that. So I know for me, my body is too small, and large amounts being consumed, it kind of it takes over. Like I feel the demon. I feel that dog in me come out. Like I really feel like weed when I used to smoke, like I really felt it like destroying my being. Like, and then when I would see people around me using it, I'm like, wait, why am I the only one who feels like I'm about to like go freaking crazy off of this? Like, why do I feel like this shit is like controlling my whole body? Like, I have no control. Like, I'm just watching, and I see other people, and I can see them making jokes and laughing, and and I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, I'm self conscious. Like, I'm thinking about every word that I'm gonna say next. That it sounds like I have to run a script, or else like it's gonna sound dumb. And even when I have a script in my head, it sounds dumb. And then I look at the old things that I've done, and it's dumb. And I look at the stuff I post on YouTube, it's dumb. I look at my Instagram, the pictures that I take, everything is wrong. Like that's how it is when I smoke weed. Everything is wrong. But again, I've spoken to many different cannabis users, and weed is something where I feel like I kind of have an understanding of like how it works with people. But for other drugs like alcohol, it's like alcoholics. I never understood that aspect of it. When I go to the club, I'll admit, yeah, in the club, I feel like alcohol, it kind of boosts the dopamine, and it makes me like my happiness go like here. And that's why I kind of like being in the club sometimes, but I won't rely on alcohol because happiness is still something I'm on the search of on my own without using like alcohol to find it. But people who use every day, like I wonder, like is it because it makes them happy? But then the thing is, when some people get very drunk, like what I see or hear is that like they tend to be aggressive. But like I wonder, like this is maybe it's the same kind of aspect of how cannabis is, that maybe it's different for users. Because me, when I'm drunk, I feel very happy. I don't feel like hurting anybody. So when there's people who are drunk and then they're just like being mean and they want to like hit people and just harm others, like I just sit there and I'm like, I don't understand, like why I wonder why. And it's like me, I'm always in search of new knowledge. That's why, like, if one of you guys have knowledge or like an experience off of that, like maybe you can tell me in the comments so I can better understand, so that maybe if I came in contact with someone like who was like that, then maybe I could understand them better. But there is also one thing I saw is that there is people out there who I met, a person I met who use alcohol kind of as an outlet to be their true self. And I don't know if it was because while being sober you weren't content enough with yourself or like who you really were, as that's why you use alcohol as a outlet to express that. It's just like some things I just don't understand, and I want to understand because I feel like better understanding. Oh, my leg's so itchy. It's so itchy. But like I feel like better understanding would make me better understand people. But sometimes when I see people and they talk about it, I just don't say anything, or I tell them, well, I can't really say anything because I don't understand. I want to, but I don't have experience with it other than the outside point of view, so I can't really put myself in the shoes of someone that's wearing a whole size different from me and try to understand, because I've never been there or I never experienced it, so I can't really comment on it. But I'm very curious to understand why. I want to know what what how it feels for other people. I want to understand is what it is. I want more knowledge on what's unknown to me. So I just want to learn more. So if you guys have answers, like I'm really curious, even if it's not like weed or alcohol, like anything, like substance abuse, like any psychedelic or anything. I'm just very curious to why people do that and what does it do for you. I'm not saying that I'm gonna get on that, because trust me, I already know myself, and me, I'm very scared, especially seeing what weed would do to me. I know that any other psychedelic would probably drive me like absolutely crazy, so it's not like I plan on experimenting with that stuff at all. But out of pure curiosity, I want to know, why do some of you do drugs? Okay, why? And it's not for me to judge. It's just for me to better understand, because I'm still learning things in the world, and it's just one more thing that I want to understand, in case, like, again, I come in contact with someone like that, and maybe instead of just drawing a blank and kind of looking at them like this, like, maybe there would be something for me to say, or like a way to try and comfort them, or I don't know, because I feel like silence is the answer sometimes, but I feel like sometimes, like, some people just want to be like comforted or like consoled in a way. So yeah, I'm very curious. So if you have any stories, if you care to share, I'm here to lend the ear and, well, eyes to read your comments. So that's just what I want to say for today. So out of curiosity, if you're willing, to, please leave a comment and let me know. And that's what I have to say. Ciao.